In this video, we will talk about the way to really focus on your life, your goals, and act like nothing is bothering you no matter what the outside world prepares for you. Welcome to Stoic Yourself and Act Like Nothing Bothers You, a Stoic approach. Chapter 1. The Foundations of Stoicism. The dichotomy of control. A central tenet of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, articulated most clearly by Epictetus in his Enchiridion. He explains that some things are within our control, such as our thoughts, beliefs, and actions, while others, such as the behavior of others, external events, or the past, are not. Understanding this distinction helps free us from unnecessary frustration and anxiety. For instance, imagine being overlooked for a promotion at work. Instead of lamenting the decision, which is beyond your control, focus on improving your skills and seeking new opportunities. By shifting focus to what you can control, your response and growth, you reduce the emotional power of external events. Virtue as the highest good. Stoics believe that virtue, or excellence of character, is the ultimate good. Marcus Aurelius writes in Meditations that the purpose of life is to live according to reason and virtue. This means aligning your actions with principles like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Acting unbothered, then, is not about repressing emotions but embodying these virtues to remain steadfast and composed. For example, if a neighbor's actions irritate you, consider justice and temperance. Instead of reacting angrily to their late-night noise, calmly discuss the issue with them, maintaining fairness and self-control. Amor fati, loving one's fate. Amor fati, a phrase popularized by later Stoics, means love of fate. It encourages embracing whatever happens, seeing challenges as opportunities for growth. If your flight gets delayed, instead of fuming, use the extra time to read a book or connect with someone new. By adopting this mindset, you can maintain equanimity even in adversity, viewing life's hardships as integral to your journey rather than obstacles to your happiness. Chapter 2. Emotional Mastery through Stoicism. Reframing perceptions. Epictetus advises that people are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. This insight underscores the importance of perspective. Instead of labeling an event as inherently bad, ask how it can serve your development. For example, if a coworker takes credit for your idea rather than stewing in anger, consider how this experience can teach you to better advocate for your contributions in the future. Practicing premeditatio malorum. Premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, involves mentally rehearsing potential challenges. Seneca suggests envisioning worst-case scenarios to prepare for life's uncertainties. For instance, before a presentation, imagine the technology failing. This prepares you to stay calm and adapt if such issues arise, as you've already experienced them in your mind. Controlling desires and aversions. Stoicism encourages moderating desires and avoiding unnecessary attachments. Excessive longing for external validation or material possessions makes us vulnerable to disappointment. If you're upset about not receiving praise for a project, reflect on whether the work itself was fulfilling. By prioritizing inner virtues over external rewards, you'll find it easier to remain unbothered by others' opinions. Chapter 3. Practical Stoic Exercises. The View from Above. The view from above is a visualization exercise that broadens your perspective. Imagine looking at your life from a bird's-eye view, or even from space. This shift reminds you of the vastness of the universe and the triviality of many daily concerns. For example, if a minor argument with a friend feels overwhelming, this exercise can help you realize its insignificance in the grand scheme of life. Journaling for reflection. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations exemplifies the Stoic practice of journaling. Writing down your thoughts helps clarify emotions, identify irrational beliefs, and reinforce Stoic principles. For example, after a frustrating day, reflect on what truly upset you and whether it was within your control. This habit can illuminate patterns and guide more measured responses in the future. Negative visualization. Negative visualization involves contemplating the loss of things you value, such as health, relationships, or possessions. This practice enhances gratitude and prepares you to face adversity with composure. For instance, envisioning a day without your smartphone might make you more mindful of its convenience and less reactive if it's misplaced. Chapter 4. Cultivating Stoic Virtues. Wisdom. Wisdom involves discerning what is truly good or bad and acting accordingly. A wise person understands that external events are neutral and that their interpretation defines the experience. For instance, losing a job might initially seem negative, but wisdom reveals it as an opportunity to explore new paths, such as starting a long-dreamed business. Courage. Courage is the ability to face fear and adversity with strength. In Stoicism, this means acting in alignment with your values, even under pressure. For example, standing up for a colleague being treated unfairly requires courage to prioritize justice over personal comfort. Justice. Justice involves treating others fairly and upholding moral principles. Maintaining composure doesn't mean ignoring injustice, but addressing it thoughtfully and constructively. If a friend betrays your trust, a Stoic response might involve calmly discussing the issue and deciding whether to reconcile or distance yourself, rather than reacting with anger. Temperance. Temperance is the practice of self-control and moderation. It prevents overindulgence in pleasures and overreaction to pain. By cultivating temperance, you can navigate life's highs and lows with equanimity. For instance, when celebrating a personal success, temperance might mean enjoying the moment without letting pride inflate your ego. Chapter 5. Overcoming Challenges to Stoic Composure. Dealing with criticism. Criticism often triggers defensiveness, but Stoics see it as an opportunity for growth. Marcus Aurelius advises considering whether the criticism is valid. If it is, use it to improve. If not, dismiss it without resentment. For example, if a coworker critiques your presentation style, assess their feedback objectively and refine your approach if necessary. Handling stress and anxiety. Stress arises when we overestimate threats or underestimate our ability to cope. Applying Stoic techniques like the dichotomy of control or premeditatio malorum helps reduce anxiety by reminding us that we can handle challenges through reason and preparation. For instance, rehearsing a backup plan for an important meeting can alleviate stress about unforeseen disruptions. Responding to provocation. When provoked, Stoics recommend pausing before reacting. Epictetus suggests remembering that others' actions reflect their character, not yours. For example, if someone cuts you off in traffic, focus on maintaining your own calm demeanor rather than retaliating with frustration. By focusing on your own conduct, you can maintain dignity and composure. Conclusion. Acting like nothing bothers you, according to Stoicism, is not about suppressing emotions or pretending to be invulnerable. It's about cultivating a mindset that prioritizes inner peace, rationality, and virtue over external circumstances. By understanding the dichotomy of control, practicing emotional mastery, and embodying Stoic virtues, you can navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. In doing so, you not only achieve personal tranquility but also inspire others to approach life with wisdom and strength. The Stoic path is not easy, but it offers a timeless guide to living unshaken in a turbulent world.